Howdy everybody, this is Helium Lemon 15, and this beeth the 16th parteth of the ocean game that I'm playing all the time. Yeah, okay. I never get tired of hearing this stupid, sped up music. Let me turn up my volume a little bit so I can hear it. So I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the end of that 3-part montage. This is going to be like the last part of the montage, but there's probably going to be, the next few videos might also be montages, I'm not completely sure. So if you want to know what happens in this video, I'm sorry I keep giving it away like that, but I don't know, it feels like I'm being organized, but I might just be killing the video for everybody else. But in this video, we're basically just exploring Gatama Atoll, and I'm checking out some of the land sections of Gatama Atoll, and looking for a particular bird that is a particular shade of blue, that is a particular color, that is a particular visible spectra, that is a particular... Okay, I'm done now. Yeah, checking out some of the land sections of Gatama Atoll and finding stuff other than the blue bird, because there's just random stuff that you find in this game. But yeah, I feel like just like probably in the next video I might start the Help Me side quest, and I'll finish the Gatama Atoll map. But thank you everybody who's watching this just for being patient with this game, because this game has a few pieces of like really interesting story, and we're gonna see a lot more of that in the future. But a lot of it is just like exploring and doing completely random stuff in the hopes of making slow and steady progress on side quests, but also just like completing maps, discovering animals, finding coins, unlocking random cutscenes. It's just, this game is kind of huge, and a lot of it is going to have to be sped up montages. And I have to think of random stuff to say for each of these montages. And yeah, this is post-commentary, because it would be funny if I could, oh, by the way, California sea lions. These animals are really cool. I like the seals and the walruses and the... Oh, shoot, I gave away the fact that there were walruses in this game. Ignore what I just said, yes. I like the seals and the sea lions and the whatever else in this game. I haven't talked too much about the penguins. We're about to see a lot more penguins. I mean, there are little penguins in Gatama Atoll, but like, they're little penguins. Also, they're blue, and they're a little bit funny looking. I mean, not to say, not to insult them, but like, they don't look like what you would typically expect when you think of a penguin. So, today is a Monday, October 17th. And I've been enjoying autumn and the autumn colors, and I refuse to call it fall, because fall is stupid. Well, fall isn't stupid, it's just America, and I think autumn is a much better name than fall. And fall is a word, fall is a verb, and autumn is not a verb, and I like the sound of the word autumn a lot better, and I like the sound of the word autumnal equinox. And obnoxiously long transition, and the music slowly fades in, and the screen just kind of turns into a distorted mess for a few seconds, and it's gone. A couple days ago, it was Christile's gosh darn it. That guy, that mandolinist from Nickel Creek, it was his first time hosting Prairie Home Companion. And he's good. He doesn't have the reassuring, contemplative baritone of Garrison Keeler, and he doesn't whistle every time he tries to say the letter S. Gosh, that was, yeah. He doesn't whistle every time he tries to say the letter S. But he's still cool. It adds kind of like, you know, a younger kind of flavor to the show. And I don't know, it was a fun episode last night. Talked about, I don't know, Jack White was on the show, which I knew that Jack White was like a rock artist, but I didn't know that he did bluegrass as well. I can't remember the name of that Irish girl who was on the show. I'm gonna have to look that up. I liked the bit when he was talking to like the guys on the mission to Mars, and they were just like, "This is the most boring thing ever. We have nothing to do." I hope you like dogs, because we're gonna save a dog in this episode. And they did not feel like animating the cutscene where John Eric's boat comes over to the island and picks up the dog. So it turns into like a Thy Dungeon Man style text adventure game for like 2 seconds. And yes, I made a reference to Thy Dungeon Man, an obscure reference to Homestar Runner. Well, yeah. I'm sure somebody out there in the audience knows what Homestar Runner is, and somebody knows what Thy Dungeon Man is. Hopefully somebody knows what Trogdor is, or knows who Strongbad is, at least. Knows who Coach Z is, and wants to hear my wonderful Coach Z impression. If you want to hear my Coach Z impression, watch my I Spy Spooky Mansion Let's Play. No further comment. Saxophone. I don't have, oh yeah. I can't think of what else I want to say, about Prairie Home Companion, other than the fact that I like Lake Street Dive. And Chris Delay is so young and such an exciting guy, and he's a great mandolin player, and he can just start playing Thelonious Monk in the middle of the show. And one other random thing that I wanted to talk about a little bit is I've been watching Arlo recently, the blue Muppet that does video game reviews and let's plays and other stuff, and I've only watched like maybe 3 of his videos so far, and I'm really impressed with just like his quality of videos, and really impressed with like how eloquently like he states his points. And I also, you know, I like how he doesn't curse a lot, because some game reviewers tend to do that. But he was talking about, he talks a lot about Paper Mario, and anyone who knows the Arlo channel can testify to that, because that's what most of his videos are about. And Paper Mario Color Splash came out recently, and I've been following Nintendo's recent array of games recently. Oh gosh. I'm using recently too many times in the same sentence. I haven't really been following Nintendo games a lot. I haven't really bought a lot of Nintendo's newest games, other than maybe Skyward Sword. Except I bought that game like 2 stinking years after it came out. But from what I can tell, Nintendo is really failing as a business. I mean, I think that's a fact, that Nintendo is failing as a business, and that the Wii U failed as a console compared to our Hearties, compared to its competitors, the Xbox One and the PS4. And I think a lot of people, like, Nintendo is really respected, right? Back in the early 90s, well, yeah, they revolutionized video games. That's a fact, I think. Or at least, you know, there's a lot of, I don't know what I'm trying to say. The point is that a lot of people have lost interest in Nintendo because of, I don't know. And I feel like if you compare like a lot of their games from like the late 90s to some of their more recent stuff, I feel like you can tell that Nintendo, yeah, the Wii U was not very popular at all. And I said that already, okay. They've been there's been a lack of quality. And kind of Nintendo has been focused on like making really simple, gimmicky games for little kids. Like, I don't know, Yoshi's Woolly World? Is that safe to say? And Paper Mario Color Splash. Darn it, I didn't have a lot of time to talk about Paper Mario Color Splash, but it's like, you can tell that it's like, they didn't put a lot of, it's not a heartfelt experience in the way that some of their older games were.